So there are many firsts Singapore Airlines has done. And equipment manufacturers like in-flight entertainment, Matsushita, seat manufacturers like Recaro and so on, and like Airbus, like Boeing, they love to work with Singapore Airlines. And why? They have an innovation capacity and capability that showcases these new products in the best light in the market. They work together with these manufacturers to then introduce them, and passengers love them. And very often Singapore Airlines tries to negotiate exclusivity of these innovations, maybe for a year or 2 or 3 years, whatever they can get away with, so that they are the first and only one who has that. Yeah, and they did this with the A380, for example, and passengers loved the A380. It had more space, it was quieter, it was more comfortable, and you could see this. The load factor of the A380 was higher on the same routes than other aircraft types. And Emirates was the second, but they didn't get this aircraft, I think, until 2 years later. So Singapore Airlines had a monopoly on the A380, and the whole world was talking about it. But one other thing they did, which I really enjoyed, was their customer experience management system, which they built with Accenture, where they have their cabin crew and check-in staff have your preferences on a tablet as they serve you on board. So they know you like green tea or The Economist or you want to sleep. There's a lot of firsts in the industry, yet at the same time I'm always amazed at their discipline with innovation, because for many back office things they are not so gung-ho. I remember a few years back they introduced a new revenue management system, which was a safe bet. So meaning other airlines had implemented it already. So I was talking to Singapore Airlines, couldn't you have made more money with a more cutting-edge revenue management system? And it was kind of interesting to sort of see their thought patterns. They said yes. At the same time they said, look, we have limited management the capacity here. And if we have too many balls in the air, it is too risky that we drop one of them. So they're very disciplined in a sense. If an innovation touches their passengers, they want to be seen as the innovation leader in the industry. If an innovation doesn't touch customers as back office, they are much more likely to go safe, low-risk implementation where things don't go wrong, so that my whole company can really focus at the customer service, the customer interface. So there's this wonderful discipline Singapore Airlines has here. Don't try to do too many things. Another aspect that really impressed me with Singapore Airlines is also their thinking about customer delight. And they're very clear about it. With standardized service processes, I cannot delight you over time. So for example, if my delight strategy means you come on board and it's your birthday and I give you a little cake and a sparkler, a glass of champagne, I say, happy birthday. I mean, how do you feel? And it's wonderful, right? You don't want to travel on your birthday, but hey, you're traveling, no choice, yes. And then they celebrate your special day with you a little bit. It's wonderful. Now, second year you travel and it happens, you again get your cake and sparkling wine or something, and you feel good. But the surprise is not as big anymore as it was the first time, because you're already experienced it. Now by the third time it happens, and now I forget about your cake. How do you feel? Now something that was designed to delight you now disappoints you. This is, by the way, the problem of many loyalty programs. They're designed to delight you, but then people get annoyed because of blackout dates, they can't redeem, they can't log on. There are all sorts of problems that come out of loyalty program systems here. And rather than delighting people, they feel unhappy about it. Singapore Airlines is pretty clear about this. Customer delight cannot come from standardized processes. They deliver standard processes to a level that they deliver great in-flight service, customers, passengers love them for, but not the wow. The wow has to come from surprise. And train is called think on your feet. So if there's a passenger So you read your passengers, is there something special I can do for this passenger? Maybe 1 in 10 passengers, they want to do something extra for this passenger. So maybe somebody travels with small kids, or a lot of hand baggage, or somebody doesn't feel so well, or children get unruly and maybe you can do something, entertain them a bit and give them some toys or play with them. So it basically shows extra effort. Very often that happens actually when something goes wrong, so you missed your interconnect. Will they rebook for you? Is there a buggy waiting for you when you arrive that will drive you right through to the other aircrafts that they still make your flight? These kind of things, this is where Singapore Airlines staff really shines. And why doesn't that cause hard expectations? It's very simple, because you're not going to lose your favorite pen or miss an interconnect all the time. This happens once in a while, and then each time is a different context. And all you're walking away with from Singapore Airlines is, wow, they really take good care of me. I can't tell you how many people I know who live in Singapore and say, when I'm abroad, and I step onto a Singapore Airlines aircraft, I feel safe and at home, because people trust Singapore Airlines will do the right thing and get you home safely.